Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Satisfactory. We've built a lot of things, we got automated power, but we have only just gotten started. For today, we got a few more objectives that we want to play around with, and the main thing I'm looking forward to now is better miners so we can, well, gather even more coal for more power and increasing it that ever so much further. I did also place some of the flooring with concrete. I don't think we can go that far, but that bridge over there is now from concrete. I just need more parts in order to make it into an actual bridge, and we are in the process of doing that. I switched over to these because, well, we had the box full and I give a little bit more points than the starter packs, and we got 15 coupons, so we're getting there. I think at 20 we can get most parts, but as I was walking around making sure power was enough for everything, I realized that we had one thing not yet here, and that's where this one comes in: modular frames. We are making enough reinforced and enough pipes that we can make it. And like I said, this is not the final factory. That will be more going towards the sky, more, well, a little bit more organized. So for now we can just cut off the supply, get what we want and build it. So we're gonna split it. Let's get on top so we can line it up nicely. And then this can be on top. Because that's where we want it to be. How far do we need to go before the game says, yeah, we can do that? Yeah, let's go fully over the hill. I don't want to clip through it, that's the thing. Alright, that should be enough for now. Let's put it in, make it straight. Nice. Alright, now we just have to pick up the other one from here. Should be more enough to split it. Oh, that's blue. And how is that free? Yes, it's free. Let's see if we can. Ah, it's just free. Let's get a little bit higher. So how much do we have? We have 1 bar exactly in the middle. What the hell is he running for? I don't even want to know. I don't know. I'm just gonna ignore that. I'm gonna switch because we want in. And then on the back we just put it in to the storage that we have graciously prepared. So where are we gonna cut the line from? Ah, nice. No, it's just for all the pipes just to make the way in there, and then we'll be making that. Alright, good, that is going nicely. Shall we check out some of the stores? Yes, give me the coupons. Later on we'll be making so many coupons that it's easy to unlock everything. For now, this will have to do. Management, I think the pipe holes we can leave that for the time being. Customizer as well. I think it's mostly going to be walls and foundations that we want to work with. Ah, yes, customizer. That was... Yes, I almost forgot about that. We want concrete walls. So when we start making the buildings, we can do that. The rest can wait for a bit. So what I want is, I like these forms for making the structures. Say with this. Let's see how much we... 12. We have 3 points left. It goes quick, doesn't it? Reverse ramps, and then the next one would be the half foundation. If we have these, this and this, then we have enough to make most of the structures that I have in my head. Buy them all. Great. Alright, then I have on my list MAM, and then we can go for steel. Got some bacon, got some animal parts. Got some more cores, just I don't have any room to put it in. Alright, let's go. Let's run it through the MAM, shall we? That's the one thing I don't have yet. Oh, it's the buck one. Yes. Start research for this one at least then.
The remains researched belong to an organism with 8 jointed legs, similar to the legs of arachnids but with non-standard distribution and function. Because its attacks focus on stabbing prey with the ends of their legs, which resemble insectoid stingers, they have been dubbed stingers. Stinger remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
Definitely. And of course, this one, spitters.
The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
Yes, 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 yes. And of course, this is the one we want. The ability to create DNA capsules, because those are the things that are gonna make us a lot of points in the future. Let's see, can we make 5 to unlock that? I'm sure we can. Ah, not a space in inventory. That actually makes sense. Now let's see. We need a summer sloop for that. We definitely do. Hopefully we can find one soon.
This mushroom, dubbed bacon agaric due to its uncanny resemblance to raw bacon, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Yeah, we just need to get our steel production up a bit more. And for this we need a yellow slug and overclock production. Yeah, we can do that. We can make that. We just need to make room. Quartz. Yeah, crystal. So we can make that. We want both of them ideally, so you can actually start making your lines.
Research completed. Quartz crystal recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
And the one I really want is this, the Explorer. It's my favorite vehicle in the game. I don't know why, it just is. Priority merger. That's new, isn't it? Maybe. Could be just another name for the smart splitter, but we'll have to see. We need 5 more pieces of quartz for the silica. We'll get there, we'll get there. Because there's still so much other materials we haven't scanned at all yet. Let's put it all back in the back. Like my 5 protein. For 1 unlock. And a 1 power shard. Oh, we already did that. Yes, of course we did. Because I have literally overclocked the miner in the previous episode. Yeah, keep paying attention. You'll make it.
Research completed. Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules. In addition to being used for research, the invaluable alien lifeform data in these capsules can be traded for fix-it coupons at the Awesome Sink. We guarantee the best capsule to coupon exchange rate anywhere on this planet.
I'm sure you can. 6 slots, that would be amazing as well. Let's keep that in mind. Shall we make 3 DNA just to have it in our inventory before we stuck it back up in the box? Because the more we have, the easier it will be to move around. Good. More unlocked. Still more that we need to have, but we're doing it a little bit. Alright, so what do we want to unlock for now? We have basic steel production, because then we can start making our steel stuff and we'll grant us access to logistics, means conveyor belt level 3, bigger containers, and of course the better miner. So yeah, those are the 3 we're going to aim for. It means steel production, that's going to be next. So we put in what we already have and pick up the remaining items. Yeah, that's a lot, isn't it? Well, we already let the machine run, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be that fast, is it? I'm pretty sure the reinforced plate will be, let's say, a slow delivery rate. Oh, still 14. It's not bad. It's like halfway of what we need. Now we can work around that, because I will let that run for now. But once we unlock it, we need to find a place to work with it. I already know what items we need in order to make steel, which by my head is just iron and coal. And there's 1 coal node that I've been keeping in my back pocket because it is so extremely useful. But before we get there, there's another item we want to pick up along the way, so we can put that in the MEM as well. I already saw it when I was picking up some final biomass for burners while we were busy with the automated one. That's here. Because in the beginning we just want to research them so they become useful and then use them for building stuff. These ones are just puffing away most generously. Could be that in the future we'll use them for other purposes. But for now, they'll be good. Alright, so we got 2 things. We got the coal over there, which we need to build a bridge. And there's a cave here, which has another very nice item. But we'll explore that together on another time. First, I want to start thinking about building our coal. So what's the easiest way to get there? I thought the world grid was going to be a little bit different. Did I twist it a little bit? Or you would just want to make our own bridge and Screw the grid. Sometimes my mind does think that. Because making everything on the grid makes it easier, because you know that everything you build will be able to connect very easily. But sometimes it makes it for impossible angles sometimes. Maybe at some point we're just gonna say, nah, we're fine. We're just gonna build on our own. One less. Oh, there's something underneath it that needs to be destroyed first. Oh, bauxite. That's our first piece as well. There's a lot of pieces for one of those nodes. Awesome. Ooh. Don't you dare drop into the abyss. Yes, coal, pure. So much fun to play around with. This should be just too thick, I guess. Doesn't matter. We'll adjust it later on. I just wanted to guys show you that this is where it is, and we'll readjust everything while we make all the platforms. And yes, this I want to pick up too.
The Summer Sloop was named after Marie Somerville, co-founder of Fixit and head of its R&D department. There are many theories about the origin of this shape and why this symbol mathematically resembling a Mobius strip has found its way to both human and extraterrestrial culture. Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these theories to be a pioneer. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application. Fun fact: the planet you are on was found and named during a planet spotting event Marie hosted named Marie's Awesome Scientific Search of the Avant-Garde Exoplanets.
Yeah, it is definitely a fun fact. Yeah, I already saw you two walking around there. Oh, I should be able to handle you two. Just make sure I don't get attacked from the back. One more, where are you? Ah! Two more! Ooh! You sneaky... You... Wait, did you see another one in the corner of my eye? Did I know? Or was it just an illusion? Could have been. Alright, let's pick up this stuff and see if we can open it or if we need to come back later. Ooh, 14 modular frames. That's definitely gonna help us reach our goal. And of course we can also delete these parts later on. Ah, we got everything we needed for that. Awesome. So we can get into the researcher. I'll dismantle it later when I have room, because I don't want to disassemble it into something that I cannot bring with me. And now I will still be having smoke in the distance if I see it. Who is watching me? Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of things with these remains in a while. Ah, I thought we had something here. Guess I was mistaken. Those are two coppers. Ooh, Careful, don't want to get bashed off into nothingness. Ah, it's on the other side, okay. What's that over there? Let's be careful, don't want to jump into an abyss by accident. Ooh, spitter. Ooh, pure Caterium, but we have something we cannot do with. That's bombs. Don't have that. Okay, that's interesting. That too. Okay, so bombs. That means sulfur, I think. We haven't gotten that yet. Not enough space. Meh. Fine. Let's go back to our pure coal. But at least that's where it is. So for now, what we want to do is, one, we want to make platforms all the way back to base. And think about if we want to, well, make our steel production there or make a separate factory over here. Because I'm thinking somewhere between here and the concrete factory would be a really nice place to do that in. Because if we need more concrete, I think there's one more node somewhere near here that we can use. And there up there, there's a couple of iron nodes too. So we can, and of course the 2 copper there. So there's a lot of resources here we can use to build stuff. So making a bit of a base in between here and the concrete factory, I think that would be perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let the machines ride in the background. So if enough resources to unlock all the basic steel production, which is like 2 parts, is probably already in there. And with all the platforms laid down, we can start building the steel production parts. And then the parts we get from that, we can unlock the advanced stuff, which means better conveyor belts with an easier resource, and of course better miners for more power. Yes. I don't know if we can all unlock it in this episode, but I want to at least get the basic steel production up and running. So I'll see you all in a few hours when I've made all the platforms. It could be a lot. I'm probably going to replace all of this, but we'll see. So see you all in a little bit. All right, we're back, and I might have gone a little bit overboard with flooring everything. I probably went a little bit overboard. So yeah, this is what we floored right now. This is all the nodes in this area which can be used at some point, which is 4 iron, 1 copper, 1 lime, and of course there for our coal, which, let's be honest, this doesn't look too bad, right? Like reasonable flooring for what we want to build, potential to make it bigger around the area. That's not the part where I went overboard with. Yeah, it's the part down here, because in this cave, in the end, I know there's something for us, and I've always had a fascination with this cave. I don't know why, but it's always been a pet project for me. I did the same in the last time I played this by myself, that I wanted to make something interesting with this and play around with the shapes and all that. So let's have a bit of a look around, shall we? So right here we come in down here with a nice little rounded shapes. We got 4 stations here, so if we can use them if needed. There's a nice round shapes in this. Again, I'm starting to play with the resources we have right now. When we unlocked everything else in the store, that's when we really can go crazy. Like here, there's still a little bit things to work off, but I like the rounded shapes apart from the straight ones. So right here we made a ceiling and all that. And like I said, is this all necessary? Absolutely not, but it was something to keep me busy and a bit to play around with, so we can use it in other buildings later when we start making our factories. So yeah, and this will lead us all the way back up. So if we take the coal from there, we can just put it up against the wall and start building up there. And what's down here, we'll show that at some other time, but I need bombs in order to clear the place out. The advantage of placing platform here is that we do not have any issues with the spiders living in this cave, at least at the moment. And this is basically where we have, well, let's say, stopped it for the time being. Right there in the poisonous fields. But yeah, like I said, me playing around with a different kind of shape. Like I'm a concrete lover when it comes to foundations, and I probably always will be. But I did also see in the store some really nice new steel options that might be intriguing to use. That and with the glass that we need to unlock. Alright, before we start building here, we need to unlock a few things, like basic steel production and the other things. The machines have been running for a long time, so we should have enough resources to unlock everything. So let's go back to base. Yes, we're back. And like I said, machines have been running. I have been periodically putting stuff in here to gather points, but the normal item stuff is not giving us the yield of tickets anymore like it used to. And that's okay. But this, yeah, this will definitely tide us over for the time being. Already put some in my own inventory while I was here last time. So let's open up the basic steel production. And let's see what else we can already open up right now. And then we can start building it. And there are other things in my mind that I would really love to do, like unlocking a few things in the map. And there are a few resources around the area that we could really use, but I feel like I need to get the steel up and running, because that means we have access to a better miner, better conveyor belts. I think that will definitely help us along the way.
Milestone reached. Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly and save the day. Fix it, and humanity is relying on you.
Yeah, that part will definitely come to fruition. And after phase 2, that's when you really start to branch out all over the map, because you need so much resources, so much unique ones as well, that you have to go out there, explore and start building separate factories all the way in the distance and bringing them all to where they need to. So what else do we have? We can unlock this one, which might be nice, just like this, for some extra bashing. The ones that we want is our logistics and our advance, but for that we need to have the steel up and running. And that I think is part for all of these. So I'm saying let's go with, well, they both have 3 inventory slots. Let's go with this one, so for an extra hands slot. So we have 600, 1500 and that one. I think I will probably unlock these 2 in between the episodes or recordings, because they don't add anything too special, and I'm not a big fan of tractor and truck stations myself, because every time I build a road and use cars to transport goods in between them, they always seem to get stuck along the way and making a mess of things. Something that I'm sure can't happen with trains and conveyor belts and all that kind of stuff. We have options. If I'm gonna have them running around, it's more for a visual thing than actually effectiveness. But yes, alright, let's leave that for now. What I want to play with unlocking is with the new stuff we have, and see if that will help us along the way. Alien technology.
Summersloop analysis completed. Summersloops are somewhere between battery and conduit, harvesting energy from pockets of space with complete disregard for the rules of the space-time continuum, and distributing it into its connected ecosystem. This energy,
let the effigies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
Similarities to the hypothetical force of dark energy to potentially be one and the same. It can now be tracked by the object scanner.
Yes, good. So if we go any further, we can't. We need to have our SAM for that. And that cave where I went a bit ballistic with the foundation, that's where you find some SAM ore. But in order to do that, I need to blow up shit to get rid of the poison veins. Well, that's at least the easiest way to get rid of them. And of course, it will also get rid of the rock in the process, which is just an added benefit. But in order to do that, we need to be able to make anything explosive, and we need to go explore for that a little bit more. So for now, I want to build like a small steel factory and start working on that. So let's make ourselves some portable miners. Let's say 3 or 4 will do for now. I know I made workstations on the side, but that will be fine as well. Alright, right back at the coal. And what I mean when I say we're going to make like a basic steel setup is that we're gonna take this all the way up there, build a foundry and start producing our steel so we can get the item needed for the next level, the better miners. And when we have that, we'll change the miner we have on here in a moment to an even better one, and then make the factory for what it is when we get the most out of it. At least that's the idea I have in my head. If we can actually do that, time will tell. For now, let's place it. And it is a pure node, so we're gonna get more than 60, but the 60 build for now should do more than fine. Because when we have the stuff to make better miners, we'll also get the better bells and all that kind of stuff with it. Let's make it straight. At least for as much as we can. Now this will be a tad difficult. I think it's right in the middle of the middle. So that will be in there. Now let's climb this ladder and take the elevator with us. Will it be high enough to reach? Or will it run just a little bit short? Nope, it looks perfectly fine. Alright. We have full health, so if I misgrab, we should still be able to survive it. Because if you fully healed, you cannot die from a fall damage. You'll always have some left. At least that's what I remember. Alright, it's connected. Oh, let's find here. We have 2 impure nodes over there and 2 normal nodes over here. So we want to have those normal nodes tapped for as much as we can. Because that will give us in base already 120 iron ore, which will be doing very nicely. So it will coming from that side, so let's build it over here for the time being. What do we make? Steel ingots. But do I need? A lot of coal and a lot of iron. And that is brilliant. So let's see, where do we want to split the lines up? Straight from the beginning? That's not showing, that should be straight. Ah, it does look like it. Then we have to connect these two. Then if we split them out here, perfect. That's all connected. Now all we need to do is get this iron out of there, add a few next level, the constructors. And then we already will be golden. It's not clipping through the rock. No, it's grazing, I'll accept that. I hate those little bends at the end, and it is because the miner is not perfectly centered, but it's trying to do it with the belt instead. Alright. Now let's find a perfect spot. Perfect spot will be there, but that rock is in the way. I'm gonna just assume that we're gonna blow that rock up once we have some explosive. Ah, yes, it has to be a merger. Good, so those two are connected. Wires, will do that later. So now, the foundries are making 45 steel per 2, that's 90. So let's start making some constructors and see what we are dealing with. And let's create some room, because we need to split them out anyway. Later on we'll do the foundries and stuff in the bottom level and put a level on top with all the constructors. And so on and so on. So, steel beams and steel pipes. Both have a different amounts they need. 15 on this, 30 ingots and 60 ingots. We got 90, so yeah, that is technically two constructors. So, if we need, I think we need to split one and merge the other. This won't perfectly align, would it? Would it? That might be a bit too little. Don't skimp on the room, at least not yet. Alright, let's make pipes here and beams there. So this is the one that needs the extra, this only needs the 30. So that's like a third. Yeah, unless we're gonna do like real nice divides, we won't be able to split it up super nicely. Well, that's fine. So if we... let's see, logistics. And merge. That should compensate for it a little. Let's put some boxes at the end. Alright, then everything is already working. We just need to wire things up. So let's wire it, and I will see you in, well, a couple of minutes. Alright, that should all be wired now, so let's slowly make our way back to our little steel factory, and the colors are bright, so the power has arrived. That's good. Now all it is for us to do is to wait until the coal catches up with the rest of it. Can we see it from here? Yeah, I see something dark coming from there, and it will be here eventually. So, now that we've completed this will be running, and in between episodes we'll fill those boxes up with stuff we need so we can unlock the advanced steel stuff, and that's when things get interesting. Because that means we get new recipes, better miners, better belts, better lifts. So yeah, that's when things really will start to move. I will in between need to maybe upgrade these belts to feed these enough, because they need 45 I think of the iron as well, and they're just getting 30 on each, so it's not optimal. But I'm not for optimal right now. Once we have better miners and therefore better items for better points where we can unlock all the remaining factory build stuff, then we'll reshape everything what we need to be, and then we'll go for as efficient as possible, make most of all the items we have to use. So what's on the agenda for the next episode? Well, we're gonna start off with exploring. That's the thing that I want to do most, cause there are a few more goods in the area that I want to have access to, so we can start building around it, and well, building it all to here as well, which is I want to go for explosives, so that means we need to find sulfur around here. Therefore we also saw Caterium, which we saw around an explodable block near here. I go explosive would come in nicely, so I'm thinking that we'll try to hunt down some sulfur and see if we can start making a nice mini explosion factory. I think we should be able to do that. So with access to the Caterium, we can bring it to a location where we can work with it, maybe even this location, depending on what we want to do with it. And I want to start, once we have the explosive, to build towards the resources in the cave down here, so we can go more with the alien technology, because there are things in there that can really help us, meaning dimensional storage, which we can then use everywhere. That's the most amazing part. If we have that for the basic resources, we can just build in most places, which is very juicy, very nice. And the other one, the summer sloops, we can start to build, we can use that to build more at a faster rate in exchange for extreme power drainage, but it has an advantage, which I will explain when we get there. So like I said, explaining, a little bit of bomb building, and from there on expand. And lastly, unlock the advanced steel, unlocking the conveyor belts. Yes, that's gonna be the next one too. Because, like I said, if we have better miners, we can work the factories better, and we can get more power from our coal generators. We can revamp that to optimize that part as well. And we did see another coal node there that we can blow up, which can then again give us more power or use it for something else. Like I said, so many options. The further we get, the more we can build, the more options it will get for us to play around with that. So, like I said, for now, that's it for today. The next one, we're gonna make a banging episode. See if we can blow stuff up. So for now, wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. Because it's gonna be fun when we find exactly what we need. So for now, bye bye.